It's Ravi and share Bible verse from Romans chapter 10, verse 15. And how can they preach unless they are sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of those who bring the good news. Once my friend said, your feet are beautiful, and I checked, they were muddy and nails grown and they weren't looking good. And I said, are you kidding? Then he showed me this verse. And from that day onward, I kept my feet clean and nails trimmed. I remember my soul winning days, how I started. My friend asked me whether I would be a soul winning buddy as his partner went to Africa for mission trip, and he said like, you don't have to do anything, you just stand behind and pray for the souls and I will do the witnessing, and it sounded good to me and we went. But my friend got cold and sore throat and he said, I can't do it, you have to do it, you have to do it, brother. And I don't know what to say, and I knocked the first door and no one answered. I felt so good, even though I shouldn't. I put the track under the door and we knocked 23 houses and no one was there. I felt so happy. But on the 24th door, I knocked, and this huge rugby player, looks like a Tongan guy, he opened the door and I felt so scared. And he asked me what I want, and I said, like, take the track, read it, and get saved. And I walked away from there. And after coming out, I felt so sad, ashamed of myself that I didn't share the good news, and I cried. And my friend prayed for me and he said like, God give him wisdom and knowledge how to speak and give him courage. And then we knocked at the door, and usually this guy from Peru never listens to anyone preaching the gospel. But that day, even though he was busy, he was doing the tiles of the floor. He said like, okay, I'll give you 10 minutes talk. And I started to talk, mumbling, and somehow I was telling, and then the Holy Spirit God started to give me verses and words, and I started to preach him the gospel, and he got saved. And then he went and called his sister who was in Peru, and she said like, good news, sister, I got saved. And his sister like cried and cried, and she said like, I was praying for 20 years for you to get saved, and my feet have been with sores, and God finally answered my prayer. And she said like, she'll go and tell the church members because they were praying too. And God used me that day, and I felt so happy because you might be the answer for someone somewhere praying for someone. And share the gospel, because you never know who will get saved. And the feet of those who bring the good news are beautiful. God bless you all. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.